tied up with Xenex Imperial. After winning one map away, they did take it. Now a chance, they need to get into this game, and already exceL have lost Fasher, but Shiki and Pickles as well. It's a bloodbath on Cash. The bomb has made its way to the B site. Here Flakes. Now for exceL, they need to try and retake this site.
Bomb is going to be taking on away Lumji. His job is to pretty much worry about Heaven, make sure we don't see any prosperous push come out on towards that platform, making sure that B main can then be covered elsewhere by his teammates backed up. Currently right now though, it is going to be a bit of a battle coming in between Shady, just tapping away on towards Mole, who's having a bit of a colour reversal for him. As Lumji going to find himself a double kill on towards Red Snake as well. That'll be the latter end of that one, leaving just Aaron to fight it out now. Pushes on through, trying to almost force the issue in towards CT. The headshot, well, it's not connecting. Man on a mission. Well, a man failing.
Even if he got the single kill there onto many of those members, it would have been a hard time to 10-second defuse the bomb. Would have just been trying to find those kills for that action there, but it is going to be the first point. It goes to Team Infused. Now they purchase up those UMPs, a MAC-10 as well, and that AK on Lumji to try and start building up the bank. exceL, they have Deagles in hand. We've seen these Deagles come through. Aaron, he opened up a massive opportunity for them in Train. Perhaps another chance to do so as he holds this warehouse on A.
You're almost asking, will history repeat itself? And it's a tough question, but you certainly would hope so. We always love seeing those moments of true grit, true determination come from these guys as they try and play all or nothing almost. Try and climb that ladder. As you mentioned, Fashion on towards Pickles. Lumji is going to find the trade, however, pinning it back to that 4 versus 4. Fasher relatively low though, that could be something that he's trying to play out, but he's still shooting, still swinging. But Shaney comes out on top. Stamina, prevailing point of this terrace side. Shiki, another one towards Red Snake, and bit by bit they cement themselves as the dominant team off the back of that pistol, looking for their second. exceL, man, to get too much damage done now, gains himself that rifle. Will nest himself in towards CT, and that could be some value added for him if he can get away and save that.
And he is going to start back off. Currently just trying to find as much damage, and lovely little wall bang onto Shaney, sorry, but it is going to be him shut down as he decides to get on into the action. 2 points now for Team Infused. A bit of a surprise that the AK wasn't saved by exceL. Sometimes you just got to back yourself, flakies. Red Snake certainly did so many times, and it did help exceL take that first win. It's going to be his third round, another eco for exceL. And another opportunity for Team Infused to start continuing to build up money with these SMGs.
Red Snake to begin his journey towards Squeaky Door. Matt Lumji is going to end him with a swift headshot. Smash it. Just another for him. Bit by bit, bring us to a 4 versus 4. He's actually going to peek out and find just another, so keeping it close and contested still. The CT side able to do a fair bit. But at the end of the day, the headshots, they land. And it is going to be the brutal point for the CT side. Where they're just trying to make whatever they can happen. Whether it be damage, whether it be some frags. And that's about it. Try and save a rifle perhaps. That's something you can flip towards, but even that doesn't hold too much importance, as that will be what they go into in this next round. Because Infused will mop them up, and they keep it clean. They get themselves to 3.
Feels bad, man. Shaney not quite able to pick up that Tech 9 stuck behind the ladder. But it is going to be that third point, like you said, and the gun round to come through. exceL going to purchase up an AWP for Mole. Let's see where they do decide to place it. Up in Heaven for this team. Possibly even going to go for that aggressive peek towards B. He won't find anything. Infused, they've spread out. The bomb making its way down into Squeaky Door with 3 to follow up. This Team Infused looking to try and make some action here on the A side. Equals to spring through, and he finds Young Aussie straight in the head, and Red Snake going to drop the bomb on the site. Lumji and Shiki able to clean up to make this a 3 versus 2 now. Mole and Aaron in this aftertake. No defuse kits in their hands and no utility to throw either. A hard affair to try and get onto this site, and the way that Team Infused are positioned make it even more impossible for them. Likely looking to try and just take away as many kills as possible. The Molotov though, it hits him on this side of the map. And Aaron, he's finding damage onto Lumji, will be finished up by Mole. A 2 versus 2 now, but they need to start moving. They don't have a defuse kit. Aaron's just picked one up though. They may just look to do this. Just Pickles left in this. Are they going to be able to get the defuse though? Aaron peeking forward. Mole finishes the job. Aaron, 3 seconds left on his defuse, but he will have it. And Team Infused, they drop the ball. exceL managed to take that.
It is what it is. Infused, they were actually known as team not on the ball before, bear in mind, so perhaps that history is coming back to haunt them. 3-1 though. That score at least still represents Infused in some shining light. And they can still reset exceL here as well, bear in mind. So this could be that double-edged sword that really slaps back into the face of exceL. So for them, their CD side better be on point. Mole is going to look to try and cement that. And what a peek from the man. Aggression in towards B main. And he's rewarded straight away. Aaron as well on towards Shiki, who just pretty much walks out and says, here I am. I'm just going to offer myself up a nice little gift for you. It's all across the board. It's just frags favouring one team. Up until Aussie is able to take down Red Snake. At least some sort of positivity yet again for Infused. But we shouldn't be sitting here scraping the bottom of the barrel to find something good to talk about with them. They started off so strong. Why have these last 2 rounds been a bit shaky for them?
Guns. exceL have them now. Mole's AWP, it's working out for them. It's a map where the angles can be held so strong. It's what's held this team together so often. exceL, they're not done yet. They want this 2-0. They want to start climbing up the leaderboard, the tables. Currently situated in last place, but a win would push them up. I believe over CX. Would have to double check. Bomb, it's planted onto the A site, and exceL are kind of caught off here, but they have defuse kits on 3s, so they can bide their time and start to look to try and take the site as a 4 here. Eccles leading the charge down, looking to try and find them. It's the peak though. Young Aussie up on top, and Aaron backstabbing Shaney. Leaves Lumji all by himself, and the first round goes his way. Mole now peeking. Eccles comes around from the back, and that will be it. All done. exceL to find the second for themselves. Will they take the second AWP? No. They decide to just hold on to the single setup. It is going to be exceL now looking to try and break the backs of Infused.
It's always good to kind of just give a bit more respect as well, not going for that secondary AWP, just making that decision as well. It kind of proves that they aren't just going to fall into the trap of having that problem of almost being stuck with weapons that you don't quite want. Because a lot of teams, they see it and they go, oh, that's an AWP, I'm going to pick that up, and they don't talk to each other. So at least that kind of bodes well to the economy of exceL, which... Why is this such a big point? Well, it's not necessarily about the AWP more than anything else, it's just about the comms. It's about proving that even as a mixed team, there is always that open channel of communication.
Yeah, absolutely. And these players, they know each other. They've played with each other many times before in a team of young past.
As is the UK way, though, when it comes down to a lot of these teams.
Yes.
You look at most of the teams in the top circuit, every player has played with each other at some point. It's very, very rare that you see these new faces here and there kind of rolling through. Pickles is kind of one of those, I think. But aside from that, interesting approach.
Yep. These pistols overwhelm the A site. Mole and Fasher not able to hold on. The bomb does go down in the AWP into Lumji's hands. UMP on young Aussie as well. That HE does work. 41 HP left on young Aussie, and Lumji, he's only on 3. A singular shot left in him. He can't afford to be tagged at all. 3 versus 3. The defuse kits and the utility thrown now by exceL as they try to break onto the side, and young Aussie, his head ripped off. That's Red Snake finding Shaney, and Lumji, he's able to find one, but is the bomb planted for him? It is! He goes straight for the smoke, and he finds Aaron as well. The flashbang goes out, and now Red Snake knows he can't defuse the bomb without taking the jewel. Will he commit to it as the clock starts to tick down? Yes, he does, but Lumji, one shot of the deagle, and he holds it together to Team Infused. Around they should have had. They take it in great strides. Lumji, the man on a mission.
Wow. Just wow. Lumji is 14-3 right now. That surely can't be. That's like a stat. Can we get the scoreboard up real quick, just to kind of verify that for me for a second? Wow. That is. You can always look at that and go, is that a scoreboard bug? Is that something that's just naturally happened? But no, that is reality. What a stat line for an individual. It's going to be a few 1-to-1 frags, but nothing too fancy.
Infused. Carried on by Lumji. Maintain their lead here The next member on 4 kills of his own, but now they're starting to get involved here, Flakes. Now they're starting to get the kills, but exceL sprays down Lumji through the smoke. The star player of the roster of the moment lost. Team Infused, though, make the long rotate over towards the A site where exceL is currently situated. Gonna be Pickles carrying that bomb and spotted out. The UMP doing work, but not quite finding a kill. The Molotov to hold them all together. Aaron boosted up into mid to try and get approach from a different angle quickly. But exceL, they have to do this with 2 men. And they don't have that defuse kit. Fasha knifing his way over with his AK out. They've done it, they've broken it, and that is it. Fasha starting it up onto Shaney. Aaron finds Shiki as well. Pickles, the newbie, can he do much for his team? He cannot, unfortunately, as exceL comes through. One apiece for exceL in that retake scenario, but they make it look simple. They steal the ball back into possession. 3-4 now. Team Infused on the back foot.
One thing you have to kind of think about here is that Infused, they win one, exceL, they respond back with just another. It really starts to really hurt the economy of Infused. It starts to sink away at what they've got stocked on up. Yes, they have a few strong plays. Yes, they have Shaney on $7,000 in the bank. But everyone else doesn't have that. Everyone else is much more belittled in that regard. So they have to go for some Kevlar, some pistols. This is going to be tough for them. The rifle of Aaron is already so close, so personal. They could go for a caliber steer, and that's an easy frag for him to find.
Lumji trying to respond, but Molotov will say no to him. exceL just playing their cards perfectly right now in this round against Team Infused. Understand that it is this eco. The scout just trying to find a singular kill, but Aaron is boosted on over, and Lumji almost forgot that it was a possibility that he could come back over. Unfortunately, it was a reality. Shiki, he does find that return onto exceL though, with the Deagle, an important pickup. But an impossible scenario. And look at where Aaron is, and look at where the bomb is as well. Aaron, he doesn't have vision, he never spotted the bomb. But he might just be able to spot Pickles as he crosses over. Red Snake finds 1, sorry, Young Aussie finds 2. Aaron has this backstab position as they make their way onto this site. Team Infused in a scenario they probably shouldn't be, but their Deagle play has been great so far, and Young Aussie stepping up in this round. Can they get the after plant situation? Aaron found Shiki already, but now he has to find everyone, and Young Aussie turns around. He's looking for a 4K for himself. He's just going to hide on out. Pickles on site, so low. 22 HP, but Aaron, he has less on 17. And they're playing him down to the wire. The defuse kit's there. Pickles is still got a great position. Aaron just didn't consider it. That will be Team Infused stealing around back. Back and forth we go, Flakes. Round and round.
Both of these teams just kind of tiptoeing at each other, just trying to sneak in a few rounds, always right under the carpets before anyone else will notice. And that affects both teams. You know, we talked about Infused in the last round. Well, now they're the ones in control. Look to exceL. Okay, you've got kind of a few strong weaponry, but you've got Aaron like glass cannon up. You've got some rifles, sure, but then you also have those pistols. So we're going to have to see how this is going to work out for exceL. Can they make anything work with those CZs and with the 5.7, as they are going to be looking to send them on the more aggressive front? Have the weaponry, the real brunt of the rounds, stay much more back. They don't want to lose that to a quick trade. That's not where the value will lie. Infused, though, looking to exploit mid, and the thing about cash and mid is once you have mid on cash, you can go anywhere. You can go there any way you want. You can split through connector if you want to and wrap round B from behind. There is nothing that exceL can do, aside from hope they get their frags on these passive holds, to stop that.
So much power. Team Infused playing with it right now. It's exceL looking to hold this A site. 3 members there. Red Snake, he can't see, but exceL, he's boosted up and he's holding his trigger. Gonna find Pickles looking for Young Aussie. B is taken down by Shiki just after he commits that second kill. Now Aaron, this glass cannon AWP pushed up close to Lumji, and Lumji will take him out of the map. All on Fasha and Mole. A CZ and an M4. The M4 about to run into this AK in Lumji's hands, but Mole, he holds fast and he finds the kill. Doesn't take a shot. Now this CZ at range won't have the same fate. Mole, he has a utility. He's going to push himself onto the side. Everyone flashed up, but now Shiki, he has an opportunity in this 1 versus 1 to hold Infused together, and he will. Takes down Mole. That will be 6 points for Team Infused. Now the momentum is there for them. The backs of exceL, they just don't have the money to buy weaponry. They have to save up here. Save up they will.
Finally, the chain link has been broken, though, that traps these two teams at foot's end. Infused, they've doubled up. But now they just want to go a little bit further. Shaney gonna miss a shot, sure, that drops down an A, but one thing Shaney can't do is get too aggressive or not. You'll lose it to a pistol. USP will take you down, it'll make you look a fool. So be careful, Shaney, don't go alone. Take a friend. There's Ozzy. Gonna throw a flash in towards main. He needs to be careful of Red Snake, who's also pretty damn close, and is also looking for a rifle. He eyes it up, and he thinks, oh, that looked pretty fancy. Well, unfortunately, stagnation is just not quite gonna help him win that battle. Because Lumji is gonna find the win on towards Mole, and bit by bit the reality sets in. Pistols versus rifles, it usually only goes one way.
We'll be going the way of the rifles right now. That pretty much seals the fate, as exceL's taken down in a heartbeat. Bomb doesn't even get planted. The round too quick. Team Infused put 7 on the board. This is where they struggled though. As soon as they hit that 7 point, exceL started to creep back up. They tied the score on Train. The guns are there. History looking to repeat itself. But exceL, they need to be committing their kills and holding their sights and taking control. 2-3 men in mid. exceL this time, they want to keep it in their possession, but that means that Mole's all by himself on the site. The smoke to separate him from the terrace as he pushes up close to them. And personal, the flashbang goes out. Mole can't see, and he gets shot in the crotch by Lumji. Now the B site open for Team Infused in such a hard site to retake.
Really dodgy play there just to push up towards B that aggressive when you're the anchor. Your job is to find the trades as they push on through, do some damage before you fall. But little to nothing is done to be the obstacle for Infused in terms of blocking them from their site. You basically give it to them on a silver platter after he falls. So really odd decision there for Mole to just get that aggressive on B when he's solo. And you can't help but feel like that is the crack of the exceL CT side starting to show. It's just not a solid play. It's very pug style going for that push, which I guess links back to the team.
Yeah, absolutely. Their first week together under the exceL banner. Only Mole.
The last week too. I doubt we'll see the same reiteration of the roster. It's not like they're a newly formed roster competing. It's just, you know, bodging it together to see what you can make stick.
We'll have to see if they can make anything stick in their final game tonight against Infused. 8-3 now. Team Infused successfully get the majority of the half. Now they want to push their advantage even further before they switch on over to that CT side that everyone loves on Cash. It was surprising to see how well exceL adapted to what Team Infused threw at them on Train, a map of such coordination. Cash, it's fairly similar. This time exceL can't seem to pull it together as Lumji continues his streak. He looks for his more with young Ozzy to boot. Now 3 members down, 2 members down for exceL, just that 3 to hold it together, and only Deagles on Aaron and Red Snake. It's 5-7 in fact on Red Snake, it's not even a Deagle. There's no way they even attempt to try and retake the site. Just look for some exit frags and going into the round 13. Hold on to that M4 for dear life, exceL.
Clutch it close to your chest, just don't lose it. Because the value in having that M4 is so much more than anything else right now that your team have present to them. Red Snake trying to find just another rifle for his team to drop Shiki. Lumji gonna take down Aaron at least to find a little bit more, but that's 2 rifles now for the CT side. They're both over towards A, holding the crossfire, play together, secure them. Making that a 13th round a little bit more exciting now for exceL, as they've got to go into this one swinging. 9 rounds on the board for Infused. Just imagine for a second the reality. But Infused just keep on pushing and take this one 12-3.
And insane stuff, really, for Team Infused.
Well, if Lumji keeps playing the way he is right now, then what do we expect?
Exactly. 20 points, kills on the board, followed by Shiki and Young Ozzy on 10 apiece. 10 more than any of his teammates. He is on fire. Cannot allow Red Snake to have all the glory, Team Infused says. And it's for us as they push forward. But as soon as that domination from Lumji drops, if it drops for whatever reason, Flakes, you have to question what happens to Infused. He is their duct tape right now. A bit of WD-40 might just release it. Young Aussie is that WD-40.
It's going to end his teammate Fasher. Gets a double kill as well. It's a very comedic rounded approach, both from the sayings being distributed and also the frags that came in, as it is going to be exceL almost just saying, you know what, we love the easy ones, because Infused just nothing went right from the get-go. Everything fell apart on their push. The bomb is now stuck indoor. Shiki is the last man remaining.
Not all over yet for Shiki, but a hard path to get into this A site. The bomb sitting there, 50 seconds to do it, but no utility. 2 kills, it's good start. But he has that player lurking behind Aaron, and he knows it's coming. Aaron's going the other direction. They just want to defend the bomb here. They don't need to push onto Shiki. They don't need to continue to take 1v1s. Play as a team. Secure the bomb. It's all you need to do. 27 seconds, and now Shiki, he's going to walk towards Aaron here. Which way is Aaron looking? It's towards him. The gun not out. Shiki will fall. That will be exceL finding their 4th in this half. Not all done yet, but a lesson learnt. Don't give young Aussie any WD-40.
Clearly, a very interesting concept, sure, but we'll run with it. Infused, however, will look to at least try and play off the back of this, start to really pick things up again. Try and secure almost what could be argued as an 11-4 if they play their cards right. But exceL almost certainly get a contest. They have everything they need to do just that as well. See Fasher filling their ranks over towards mid. He's going to look for that frag on towards Shaney. Shaney even thinks about peeking, and that'll be a headshot for him. Pickles just holding on towards B though, and yet again it's not quite the solo play B, but it's Mole just pushing. But this time he hits it, he's got the AWP.
Insane stuff. As Pickles saw him first. Had the shot first, just couldn't connect it. Now Fasher taking down Shaney. It will be traded by Shiki, but the man advantage is still there for exceL. For Infused though, they have mid control. They can decide where they want to play this, over towards A or towards B. It's their choice. They bid their cards right. Flashbangs towards A. It looks like they want to make their way up highway here. They'll be running into exceL and Red Snake. And Aaron making his way over to Z connector where Shiki is pushing. If they take him down, it will just be that round falling apart for Infused. 40 seconds here, Flakes. Plenty of time to make a call. The bomb, it's making its way over towards the B site. Mole has that AWP, and Aaron about to run into Shiki as well.
That battle towards connector is going to be pretty interesting to see who can claim victory there and how important that is going to be as Shiki. The flank on towards Red Snake, but Mole on the site is still standing with an AWP. Aaron and exceL all drop the hammer. exceL can get themselves their 5th on the board. Infused gone on the dream of an 11-4. Now 9-6, but even if that can take place, because bear in mind, they've got enough money to get those drops in and secure a full buy. Momentum seems to be swinging in the favour of exceL.
Certainly is. This will be a full buy, like you say, but another not to come from Team Infused if they lose this round, and that could just be the scoreline getting closer and closer. Is this 15th round? So my point is mute. But exceL will look to do it nonetheless. Push it to 6-9. Close the gap before they go on the offensive here. The bomb, it makes its way towards the A site, where 3 currently are holding the position. Lumji into mid. Will be uncontested for now, but Fasher is in C connector, falls back. There it is. Squeaky door open. Red Snake flashed up. Did not hear it. That is one traded back on over. exceL's looking for more. It is kills going everywhere, but a 3 for 3. The bomb, though, dropped on the floor here for Infused. Lumji, that duct tape, can he hold it together? He finds his 2nd in this round, and now Fasher, the last man alive here for exceL. Looking for the terrorists. He sees them cross over. He knows this bomb plant's happening. Will he assume that they're both there, though? Could have easily been that crossing terrorist who planted it. Now he's just waiting for someone to change positions. Nope, they must be both over here. Let's look for them. He tries, but Shiki will finish it off. 5-10 Infused in the lead firmly here, Flakes. As they switch sides, they're going to be feeling okay about their performance. It's a good performance. And now they're on a CT side, which arguably favors them.
Thing is that this is very reminiscent to last week's matchup for Infused, where they also played Cash. It was the first map of the series where they faced off against Imperial. They took it 16-11, I believe it was. And that was something that kind of swayed their way. So I'm curious to see how this is going to go in return as well. I think that this could be another interesting one where Infused currently have the lead. The pistol as well could kind of bow into their favor. But so far, so good.
Lumji, the man to contest from behind. He's boosted on over and dropped on down. Gonna find Red Snake here in this warehouse and start laying bullets down, but he can't quite get it. There it is. They know it's a site. Young Aussie, he's here, but the terrorists, they're planting the bomb. Lumji in warehouse being contested, but a quick flick onto Aaron. Incredible stuff before he does get shut down. Now it's Fasher to shine. A 3 versus 2. The afterplant scenario not looking good for Infused, but if Pickles can find that head, it makes it even, and he does indeed. Now Shiki coming from behind, looking to start tearing this apart. Mole all alone, Pickles approaching. They're 1v1, but where is Shiki? He's behind, and they're able to get the kill for the team and keep it alive. It was 11-16 here last week for this Infused lineup. But with a pistol round like that, it may be even more devastating if they can continue their momentum.
A quick pause to be called. Attack, or much more likely technical in nature. But one that certainly will at least halt Infused from just getting going straight off the bat. It'll keep them having to think. Same time for exceL, it gives them a bit more opportunity to reflect on how they want to approach this, right? Because they've got a bomb plant, which gives them an extra bit of money. You can already see that 2,650, 2,950. That's a good chunk, right? So if they just sit tight here and don't invest, they have that kind of better early buy. Or they can go for the force up. The ball really is in their court. There is two very distinct ways you can approach about it. You see every team have a different opinion on whether it's worthwhile, whether it's in the meta. But at the end of the day, especially when it comes down to these two teams and UKCS in general, the meta is much more you make of it more than anything else. I think one of the biggest things that people always try and discuss in this scene in general is that, oh, we have to follow the meta to T. We have to follow what the tier 1 international teams are doing 100%. But that isn't always the case. Just make your own decisions. Do what you think can work and learn off the back of that, learn why it may be right or wrong. There's Aussie aggression towards mid, opens things up with a frag on towards Red Snake.
It will be Lumji once more jumping on over, this time to be met by so many players. That's 2, but Mole shuts it down before it gets too aggressive. Picks up a deagle from his dead comrade. Already the damage done though by Team Infused. Lumji continuing to dominate this map. Fasher and Mole against 4 to try and get a point on the board for their team. This wouldn't necessarily be the round that they're looking for that point. The next would certainly be it. But any guns they can steal from Team Infused is good. Of course, if they get a bomb plane as well, it's excellent.
Team Infused for now, though. They're going to be listening out with their Sennheiser headphones, trying to work out exactly where exceL are playing towards.
Cheeky.
Trying to catch them out, isolate their position, and from there, they'll find that frag.
Young Aussie knows there's men here. Throws out his pistol. A bit of a fake. What are you doing, Fasher? I don't know. I guess Mole said I've got you. Unfortunately, he didn't. And that will be 2 for young Aussie there as we do head into this ever-important 18th round here for exceL. A chance to start to attack on their T side. What will exceL be able to make of it? Not much utility, though. I have to say, just one smoke. 4 flashbangs. Let's see what they can do. Lumji once more up close and personal. Eccles will find young Aussie, but where's Lumji? Surely they must know he's there. They peek on over. The HE goes over as well, but not onto anyone. Lumji, though, will find one before he goes down, and Shaney going to find Mole as well. Can he find any more with this scout? Connects onto Aaron. He's going to throw a HE as well to try and seal the deal. The timing, it's good. It goes on over. Explodes on Eccles' head. And now the bomb has been stopped here. The Molotov may just burn Aaron alive. Wow, Shaney. Put that in a montage clip. You'll get 400,000 views on Reddit for sure. I'm certain of it.
Almost like our good old observer John, #1 on Reddit, for his skills in this one. As he's going to be looking dead set at Red Snake, just following his inner movement. Every little thing he does, every little vein. This going to get himself that bomb plant. But Pickles is going to secure that frag. The transition as usual, and a fuse at that. Team Infused, 13 to 5.
Very impressive stuff there. Great use of utility. How often do we harp on about teams not using utility to their full extent?
The #1 thing of UK Counter-Strike. It's like,
Cheeky's
everyone
like,
has a little
I
bit
can
of
do that.
feedback, but it's like, okay, you had a flash and you didn't throw it. Like, you could have just done that. That's the simplest thing. But that was, if you want to watch a clip right there that shows you, okay, this is a prime example of what using utility can do to make sure a round is 100% won. That's that. He uses the tag he got from the scout to throw the frag grenade, then the Molotov to deny the bomb plot, and then from there it's a 3 versus 1 frag. Great play. Now Pickles, he just wants a charge forward to get a double kill.
And this should be a simple round here for Team Infused to push it to 14. Young Aussie comes round as well. There's Cheeky to finish it off with 2. Now round 19 goes to 20. 14 on the board for Infused, and Lumji just 3 away from hitting that 30 bomb that his former teammate was able to secure on the previous map. exeL just looking so hard to get back into this round. Almost their last chance here, Flakes, with the full purchase of AKs and utility. Need to play this perfectly from now on. But it is going to be Infused playing aggressively, as it's Young Aussie pushing up Red Snake there. They're going to challenge each other. Young Aussie gets dropped in a heartbeat by Red Snake. And exeL now for a great advantage to start pushing forward if Fasher can just find Cheeky behind this truck. Throws the smoke out, another goes out as well. Looking for the angle, he finds Shaney. Not quite the head he was looking for. Cheeky just about survives with 12 HP, and now he's going to show him how he can use Molotovs as well. Forces the action back. exeL, they have the bomb plant, they have 5 alive against 3. The start of some aggression from them coming forward in this second half.
Aaron, going to be clearing out every little crevice he can, ever so sure in his approach. Just looking to see, okay, where can I find my next big treat, my next big cash-in? As he's looking for one of those Infused players, but his back is going to be turned and presents itself right up to Lumji. As he pats those stats even further now. exeL though, that's a round for them to play with, but what was the scoreline last week? 16-11. Quite easily go back towards that direction. We've seen some fights, but also nearly every time tonight we've seen attempts at comebacks, and we've seen a pretty good journey at it too, but they've never really fallen through.
exeL, they need to continue this on. They can't afford to lose this round. It will be Team Infused getting that match point to tie up this series here. Red Snake going to push up onto this roof, looking for Shaney. Molotov goes out, starts burning him. He's able to just get behind these sandbags, stay alive for now. Holding onto his position, but 2 to hold him down as well. HE may do a bit of work for him. In fact, it does a lot of work. Does force them out of position now. But he's still stuck there in the Molotov before in his head. That's it. Mole. He's Eccles, in fact, takes it from Mole. Now a push towards this B site here, Flakes. They haven't really attempted too much onto the B site, exeL. This time they're going to look to hold it down. It's Lumji. He finds the 2 and the 30 bomb for himself. But can he get any more? Starts progressing forward. Cheeky through the wall. Drops the bomb out of Red Snake's hands. And what it looked like a dominant round for exeL starts to fall apart here. They need to push Lumji off this platform. And that flashbang from his teammate will prevent it. Lumji with 3 this round. Aaron all by himself will drop to Young Aussie. And Team Infused will find their match point.
Just another triple kill for Lumji though. Like you can't knock that guy. 31-11. I want to know if that's a record for this season, because at least off the top of my head, that seems like a record in terms of actual pure rating. Hopefully, I'm sure our wonderful League Ops right now, John, is going to be so happy that I'm pitching that question, because he knows I'm going to want an answer. Probably can't figure it out, but hopefully I'm sure someone will get it back to us at some point and have a dream. And I'm curious to know, I genuinely am, because that feels like
Not
one of the best performances we've seen in terms of KDs.
He's telling us that it's not just yet, but a chance to make it that. Unfortunately though, Lumji not here to find the frag. Young Aussie, this man has just been tearing it all down. He finds 3, Basher will find Lumji, but it's now all on Mole. The Singler man, the bomb in hand, and he tries to push towards this A site. Flashbang, young Aussie dropped. I believe that was from his teammate, unfortunately. And that's going to be a second for Mole. But 2 HP against 2, an unlikely scenario for this guy. And Shaney's up close at that forklift to stop it all from happening. And the flank coming through from Pickles as well. Mole onto the site, trying to rotate around. Gonna go through this smoke and backtrack Shaney's steps. But there he is to stop it all from happening. 16-6. And that is Team Infused tying up the scoreline here for our last matchup of this week. That will be a 1-1 for them. And great stuff on Cash.